Hello again, thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, we're going to leave the NSU quickly for 1 week. There's not much I can do. I'm going to probably do a bit of tinkering here and there. But one thing I want to do, I'm back for 7 days now, unfortunately, which is a nightmare killer. It's all late ones, 1 o'clocks and 2 o'clocks. But then I'll be off for 9 days, and then soon after that I'll be going part-time. I think it's the 9th of March, properly part-time, so I have plenty of time then. But one thing I just wanted to do, I was going to try and do this today in case I need the scooter in the week. I find a nice day to go on it. On the Peugeot D'Jango, the Mudguard was rattling the other day, and I thought, oh, it must be loose. But when I looked up underneath, the lugs on here are completely snapped. It's all probably due to the potholes, and I don't deliberately go over them, but sometimes if you're behind a van or something, it's too late, you go over them. And I think over time it's actually just cracked these lugs here that bolt on. It's quite extra, they put extra strengtheners in it, so it should be all right, but it's lasted a long time, should we say. But I just thought, well, should we try and fit this today? It means taking the wheel off the scooter and everything, but should we give it a go? So come on then, we're going to have a go at getting this Mudguard on the Peugeot D'Jango. Well, I went to put this back into the shed the other night, and I thought, oh, it's a bit loose. Maybe it needs tightening up or something like that over time. So, but no, I looked underneath, and I'll just show you. I don't know if you can see under there, but can you see? I gave it a little shake, and you can see it's actually broken off from the bracket up there, which I think is down to the potholes. I'm surprised it's lasted so long in this county of Surrey. It's the crap roads, absolutely crap. But anyway, we're going to take that out, and there's another 2 for the other part. So we need to get the wheel off first of all. Right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the brake caliper first. There we go. Okay. Slide that off. There we are. Now, next bit, take the wheel off, well, loosen the wheel, and then we'll have to jack it up a little bit to get the wheel off. Right, we've got a 19mm socket this side, and I've also got a 17mm spanner for the other side. I'm just going to use a breaker bar to start with, because I think this might be tight. I'll probably have to put the spanner on as well, because it's that will probably turn. Oh yeah, see, that's turning, but so bear with me. Need to get a spanner on there. Excuse my legs. And get that on there, the 17mm, and hopefully that should loosen it. There we go. Alright, we'll just get a normal socket on that for now. Right, let me just get this one off. Right, so I've now jacked it up now, so hopefully this will just tap out. Excuse me legs again. Right, pull this from through. There we are, that's the wheel off. We just need to remove the speedo drive as well. There we are. Right, now, get it out of the way. Now we can get to these bolts underneath. Right, so here we are underneath now. So I've got the 2 where the lugs are broken there. I've got those 2 to take out. There's another 2 there to take the red part off. I think I may have to do something with these clips here as well. I may have to loosen them and pull the wires through. And as I was saying, there's another one up this side. So let me just get those 4 loosened. I'll try and loosen this off and see if we can pull the wires out of the way, or cables. So I'm going to try that first, get those 4 out, see how that goes, and then we'll see what needs to be done after that. Right, lucky enough, I was able to twist these round, and it should hopefully, there we go, slide off. Right, so now we've got to take the trim off. It looks like there's 2 bolts holding the trim on, and then we've also got to undo these hex bolts here, which will take the red part off of the white part. So we'll go over to a table for this one, I think. Right, so what we need to do is to unscrew these hex bolts here, or Torx bolts rather, and this will separate the red part from the white. So you don't want to see me going around doing all this, so I'll just go around and release all of these. Okay, so those little bolts are out, but now it's still held together by these little bolts, 10mm, are they 10mm? 9mm, which holds this trim on. This was actually, so I don't know, I'm not sure if that's actually going through the white or just, actually I might be lucky. Might have to just, we might just have to unclip this. Let's just see. Let's have a look. Some little lugs here. I think they're going to have to be unclipped from there, those 2. They should just pull out, really. There's another one here that might need, there we go, that will release that one. And I think we've got to do the same up here as well. Actually, let me just get a screwdriver, bear with me a minute. Fortunately, I did have to remove the trim. It is going through the white as well, so it's just these little, the last 2 on this side here, to take that trim out off these little plastic lug things. There we go, and hopefully that will come out, the trim. There we are, and then it will fall to pieces. There we are, there we go, one bad bit there. Now what happened was I noticed when I took this off, there's a rubber strip on here, which is, it's got it on the red part as well, just like a protector thing. It was stuck quite firmly, filthy dirty, but what I've done, just given it a quick wash, and when I put the other one back on, I'm going to use some Howard dye or something just to stick that back into place. It's just a slight rubber protection against the metal. So that can go in the bin. But now we can get the white, the new white, back onto the red. Go, and then try and get some of this trim back on, which holds it. That one, it's clipped in. Right, okay. In there. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's get the right trim for the right side. No, wrong side. That's it, yeah. Somehow I think that slides under there somewhere. Anyway, let me get these in and I'll come back to you. Okay, that's all the trim back in place now, and so all I need to do now is go around and put all these little screws back. It's all back together again, and I've Evo sticked this rubber in there that was on the old one. And I have to say, although I believe it's made in China, the Peugeot D'Jango, it's they are really belt and braces. What they make is really good and solid normally. Yeah, with those extra screws in plus the screws around the side, it's yeah, very solid. So let's try and get this on. I've got to feed all this through again, and then see if it will go. And then I've got to try and get those 4 bolts back in up the top. Easier said than done, of course. There we are, let's try and get them in. Of course, it's going to be more difficult when you've got the new one on, isn't it? So I'll get this slid up there a bit. There we are. There we are. Okay. Then around these spring things. There you go. Get in there. Get in there. Trouble is get it around that spring, and then you can't get it over that bit. Okay, bear with me a second. Let me try and get this sorted. It's a slight change of plan. This is the old bracket that snapped. So there's the bolts for that. But I would have said unfortunately, but that's a good idea. I didn't notice, but you can see that that bracket now is much stronger and thicker than the last one, so they must have had trouble with them breaking. So I've had to put a couple of extra new bolts in there. Had some longer ones with some washers on now, so hopefully that will be stronger than the previous one. So yeah, let's get this wheel back on and let's get this finished and get ready for work. Okay, all back together again. I've just cleaned up these forks. I'll just give that a quick polish on the top there as well. And so that's done. Still one more job to do on this. Just need a bit more time, and I don't need to be going to work to do it. But so I've still got to get the new drive belt on the back there at some stage. But we'll wait till the weather's a bit warmer maybe. So yeah, that's it. Just I thought I'd show you this, as I've got to go to work today. Just gives me another little video whilst I can't do any in the next 7 days. So right, we'll call that a day. Well, all that fun, Jenny's got tired and bored of that, so she's on her bed now, having a late morning, early afternoon sleep. So I hope you did enjoy just a little something I had to do. I was going to wait for 7 days till I get back, but it's just on my mind, just get it done in case I needed a scooter in the week, even though it's freezing cold. But so until the next time, you take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.